Good morning, everyone. My name is Abby Bliss White and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do another foundation review slash comparison. And this time it is going to be my beloved, what I would call my sort of holy grail Tom Ford Traceless Stick Foundation. This has been in my repertoire for years and I absolutely love it. Versus the new to me, Vapour Organic Beauty Luminous Stick Foundation. So we are going to do half of my face with my Tom Ford and the other half with the Vapour Organic Beauty Luminous Stick. So a couple things real quick, you guys. I did another review with the Westman Atelier and the Vapour. And what I was going to say is this Tom Ford has a very natural, slightly dewy look to it, but it does have more coverage. So I don't quite feel like this is two fair comparisons because I'm going to get more coverage on the side that I put the Tom Ford on. I can build up the Vapour, but I have just found that this is really a fantastic kind of day-to-day foundation that is just going to be beautiful as kind of more of a natural look. So whenever I personally want my skin to look its best, or I'm going to be going to an event, I'm always going to pull out my little Tom Ford. So let's go ahead though and do the comparison because I was asked if I would. And we are going to this time do the Vapour on my left side because obviously I've got a little bit of different discoloration on one side versus the other. So, and then I'm going to do the Tom Ford on the right side. Now, I have gone ahead and swatched these. And you guys, this one is going to be pretty close. So this is the Tom Ford in Bisque. And then this is the Luminous in 123 or 123. So they're slightly different, but I feel like they're going to be close enough in order to, I don't think it's going to look too funny. Okay, so you guys, both of them are just so easy to apply and they're part of the reason I love stick foundations. I was going to give you a little bit of information about my Tom Ford Traceless. And you guys, this is full coverage. The finish is natural. It is for normal, dry, combination, and oily. And I would say this guy, the Vapour, is specifically targeted towards more dry, mature, sensitive skin. So, and I would say that's true. It's going to give you a very luminous look. So if you have oily skin, I do not think you're gonna like this guy. And then you guys, this Tom Ford is not completely a dirty foundation. It does not. It's free of paraben and phthalates. And you guys, I don't know. This just makes my skin look amazing. I love it. So let's go ahead and get started with this guy. And you guys, I wear this in Bisque 5.5, but it's a little bit beat up. So just ignore that. Okay. I'm going to come down the middle. Let me get a little mirror here. I am going to come down the middle. On my skin right now, you guys, is just skincare. I do not have anything, just moisturized SPF, no primers. Okay, so you guys, you can see I have got some pigmentation and, you know, we're gonna zap that out and I have a lot on my nose. Now, I love this because it's one-stop shop. I don't have to use, I don't use another concealer or anything like that. So I just am taking my stick and you guys, it's very creamy. It's so easy to use. And then I like to go ahead and we're gonna use that Westman Atelier buffer brush and we're gonna buff that into the skin. And I'm gonna let you kind of see what I'm talking about. So you guys, the reason I like this is I just love the ease, and then I just feel like it makes my skin look healthy and dewy without being overly, it's just a really comfortable foundation. And I think this was actually my first, oh no, not, I was gonna say my first introduction to stick. That's not true. You guys, I was a longtime Bobbi Brown girl, and obviously had her stick foundation, which you guys, I think the ingredients between the two of these is very similar. I do like this one better, and I know I'm paying extra for Tom Ford, which is silly. Okay, so real quick, the Tom Ford foundation is $87. You're definitely paying for the name, but I will tell you, it is just, it's lasted. This is still my original bisque, okay? I do have it in a summer color, but I've had this for a very long time, and let's see, you guys, I've got a lot of product left. So a little goes a long way. I would, if you could, maybe wait till like Sephora or one of those places, you know, if you get a 20% like Blue Mercury or Sephora, when they do those like 15% or 20% off coupons, I would wait and buy it during those times. But it is definitely, this is just one that I literally love. Okay, so we just buffed that into the skin, and you guys, can you see it gives a really pretty luminous, it definitely covered up all my little spots here. And then what I really like to buff this into the skin for a bit of time. So I'm gonna do the other half as well. And this time I'm gonna use a different brush just so I'm not like having some of the foundation from one side to the other, mar the experience. Now, with the Vapour, you guys, it's got a little bit of beeswax, so this is not vegan, and it is a little bit hard. So I kind of like to warm this up on the palm of my hand, warm it up before I am putting it on my skin. And then once I do that, it's really easy to slick on. So I'm gonna come over to this side, and the price difference is real. So this one, you guys, is $46. And this one has a scent versus the other does not. This does have essential oils. So one thing is, if you are sensitive to essential oils, this isn't gonna be, you know, okay, let me give you a caveat. My skin is very sensitive to essential oils. This little complex, what they say, it's a mixture of Tulsi, lotus, and frankincense. So far, my skin has not been bothered by it whatsoever, but I would definitely tell you before running out and purchasing it, if you could go smell it, kind of try it on your skin, I would do that first. Okay, I'm gonna take, this one is actually my IT Cosmetics, same kind of buffing brush. Actually, we'll use this guy. And I am gonna buff this side in to my face, and we are gonna see if we can see a difference. But this, you guys, this is precisely why I like stick so much, is that you just slap on some slicks of it and then just buff it into the skin, and then your skin already, this looks so much better. It's just a quickie. Okay, and then we'll take a little side-by-side comparison without makeup, and then we'll finish my face real quick. I did go ahead and put my eyes on this morning for sake of time, and just wanting to buff that in, you guys. Very good. Okay, I'm gonna take you up close and we're gonna see what we think. Before I do that, I'm gonna warm up my hands and I'm gonna press both sides in. So you guys, on this guy, you can definitely feel, like, one complaint that people have said about the Tom Ford is they feel that it kind of lays on top of the skin. I would say that that is the feeling on both sides of my face. But I think that's part of the reason I kind of like it, is that as the day goes on, it just melds into my skin. And kind of seamless, and that is that traceless. Like it really does on both sides. Like I would say that the stick foundations, the beauty of it is that they just really meld in and they look seamless with your skin. Okay, so we have pushed this product into my skin. Then I'm going to come up close. We'll look at one side and then the other, and we can do a little comparison, and then we'll just finish off and we can see how this is, you know, which one you guys like better. Okay, on this side is my Tom Ford. That's my right side, and I'll take a quick photo for you. And then this is my Vapour side. Okay guys, let me see, what do you guys think? Can we see a difference? There's a slight color differential. I feel like this is a teeny bit warmer on this side than my Vapour, so take that into account when you're looking half by half. One thing I'm noticing right off the bat, I don't feel like, obviously this one does not have as much coverage as my Tom Ford. That's why I think I love the Tom Ford. Is I'm not always a huge fan of full coverage. I kind of like them, but I don't like, they can kind of make me look old, whereas the Traceless stick just tends to really perfect my skin without, you know, really looking too cakey. So that's what I would say, is this side doesn't quite have as much coverage, and it's not supposed to. Okay, you guys, let's get ready. Today I thought we would go ahead and use some Tom Ford products on our face, and I'm going to be using, I'm not gonna powder down, I'm gonna let you see what this looks like without, because that's the way I wore it the other day with the Westman Atelier. But I am gonna go ahead and use this bronzer from Tom Ford. This is the Terra, and this, you guys, is the powder version, not the ultimate. So this is not that gel formulation. I am taking my little e.l.f. little $12 brush that's supposed to be a dupe for the Tom Ford, and I do kind of like to squeeze it at the top so I have a little bit more control. And then let's just kind of warm up the skin a little bit. You guys, on my eyes, I am just wearing Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk today. That's just one of my favorite ever quads, and we are going to just warm up the skin, and I'm hoping everybody's going to have an amazing week ahead. Okay, so we just kind of did a little bit of warmth on the skin, and then I thought we would use one of my favorite Tom Ford blushes, and you guys, this is in Inhibition. It's just such a pretty, pretty, sorry, if I can find my brush, color. I just love this. It's kind of neutral, a little peachy, a little bit pink. It's just a really pretty color. And I'm just going to lightly dust on my cheeks here. The other day we were using all greeny products, Westman Atelier and such, and today I thought I would bring out, since we're using the Tom Ford stick, bring that out just a little bit. I'm actually going to use this brush with a little bit of the bronzer to sculpt just a little bit more. So I'm going to go underneath my chin, and then a little bit down my nose, across the bridge, and then I think, oh, we're gonna have to use the Westman Atelier. We are gonna have to use Peau de Pêche because this is my favorite. This is always going to be, I really am about to hit pan on this, you guys. I love it that much. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of dots right up on the high points of my cheek, give myself a little bronze, and here. Okay, a little bit on the bridge of the nose. I don't know, for some reason, you guys, this just perks my skin up and makes me happy. I feel like a little bit bronzed. I admit I'm having a little bit, we've been having a lot of rainy, gloomy days, and it's starting to get to me just a little bit. Okay, so you guys, we are gonna just slick on my Clé de Peau Lip Luminizer. I have the old version, but I've heard the new ones are amazing. I'm just gonna do a little lip here, and then we will come up. Okay, very last thing, you guys. One more little look here with makeup on. This is Tom Ford. This is Vapour. And you guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm gonna see, do we think a little bit? I think it's maybe a little bit more luminous on my Vapour side. I know this is hard. I feel like this side's a little bit more perfected, my Tom Ford, just because it is full coverage. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like this is an apples to apples comparison, but I wanted to go ahead. I was asked if I would do that. I will be back. I'm gonna let you guys see how they wear throughout the day. And as always, thank you. I will be back. Hey, you guys, I am just checking in. It is the end of the day, and I wanted to give you a little update on the Tom Ford versus the Vapour Organic Beauty. And you guys, again, I'm laughing because the best way I think that I can really see my skin and the differences in the foundation is when I'm in the car. For some reason, when you can look at the mirror, it's so close up. And I was just driving around and I felt like I could see some more pores on my left side, my Vapour side, than on my Tom Ford side. So this is my Tom Ford side. This is my Vapour. And I wanted to see what you guys think as far as wear time. I definitely see some glow, i.e. shine through my Tom Ford side. And I also see the same on my Vapour. So again, this has been a little bit funny because I am not finding, I'm seeing some pores again, even on my Tom Ford side, but a little bit more blurred out than over here. I'm just, you guys, I know that's just something I'm not really paying attention to much because I tend to have dry skin and pores. So, in conclusion, you guys, I would just say, honestly, I mean, I love the Tom Ford stick because I've used it forever and it just works for me and my skin type. I like that I can kind of get that full coverage, flawless look without feeling really heavy on my skin. I'm really enjoying the Vapour, but it does not give me as much coverage as my Tom Ford. So again, kind of two different foundations, but if you're looking for a clean green foundation, then your Vapour Organic is going to be the one you're gonna wanna go with. I'm just gonna warn you that it does have essential oils, and I would highly recommend that you go to their site and order some samples of this foundation because I did have a subscriber who commented she did get a sample and she felt like her skin was, you know, kind of itchy and irritated from those essential oils. The Tom Ford, on the other hand, does not contain any fragrance or essential oils. It doesn't have parabens or phthalates, but it's not completely what you would consider a clean brand. So that, you guys, is my little comparison guide here. And I hope this was helpful, you guys. And again, as I said, I'm just a total skincare slash foundation junkie. So, you know, I have a big repertoire and, you know, this just always tends to be in that repertoire going forward. So, okay, you guys, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and I will talk to you guys soon.